Hey, everybody, welcome to Wild Wednesday Live. I am Raylene. I'm going to be your host for the first part of the show. So, we have a little different format today than our normal Wild Wednesday, but we still want to start with our usual roll call. So, for those of you that are watching, as you get signed on, go ahead and type in where you're watching from because we always love to see where everyone is coming in from. And I got a whole bunch of housekeeping stuff that I want to go over real quick, and then we'll get into what we're going to be doing today. So first of all, we have a bunch of shows coming up over the next couple of months, starting with next week, September 1st through the 3rd. That is our next Quilt Craft and Sewing Festival show, and that is in Scottsdale, Arizona. Now, if you go to quiltcraftsew.com, you can pre-purchase your tickets ahead of time, and you save a couple of dollars by doing that. And then you don't have to stand in the long line when you get there to purchase tickets. So again, that's quiltcraftsew.com. It's scrolling on the bottom of the screen right now. Or you can also usually access all that information through wildwednesdaylive.com. So Scottsdale again is September 1st through 3rd, which is next week, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. Both Beth and I and Adele and Teresa and actually there's like 20 of your regular favorite Wild Wednesday vendors that are going to be there. After that, we have a little bit of a break. I have a little bit of a break. Beth, not so much. You'll also then see a lot of your favorite vendors at PIQF, Pacific International in Santa Clara, California. That is October 13th through the 16th. Again, I won't be there, but a lot of your favorites will. Then we push down to November, and I'm telling you these so you can mark your calendar so you don't forget about them. But we will be in Tucson, Arizona, November 10th, 11th, or 10th through I have the wrong dates down. I think it's the 11th through the 13th because I have way too many days here. And then also in Puyallup, Washington, which is where we end our year every year, and that's November 17th through the 19th. Again, if you go to quiltcraftsew.com, you can get all the information you need for the Scottsdale, the Tucson, and the Puyallup show. And you can also get information on PIQF on the PIQF website. Now, for those of you that are going to join us next week in Scottsdale, first of all, we can't wait to see your smiling faces. But I do want to remind you, we are going to be doing the scavenger hunt there. We've been having so much fun with that all year long. So here's what you're going to need to do. Sometime before the show, if you go to wildwednesdaylive.com, you will be able to print a copy of the game card if you want to, if you have, a printer and you're able to do that. Otherwise, when you get to the show, you want to go to either Beth's booth or my booth first. And Beth's booth at this show is up towards the front, so hers will probably be the easiest to grab that at. But you want to get a game card. We will have them printed for you. But again, if you have a printer at home, you should be able to, by this weekend, you should be able to do that yourself. Then what you're going to do is you are going to look at the list. It's going to tell you all the participating vendors. And I think for Scottsdale, I think we have 20 of our regulars that are participating. And it's got their booth number right on the card. We make it as easy as possible. You're going to go to their booth. You're going to look around and look for a picture of an animal. Now, at the top of that picture is our Wild Wednesday logo, so it'll be easy for you to find it. You're going to write the name of the animal on your game card, and when it's all filled out, you're going to drop that back off at my booth, and the booth number's on the game card, so you don't have to think about it. Then all the game cards that are completed on Monday, on Beth's Live, Monday afternoon, on the Fabric Chicks Live, we will draw 2 lucky winners. Now, the prizes are usually pretty awesome because all the participating vendors donate things for the prize baskets, and we divide all that between 2 people. So everybody gets a ton of stuff. If you guys checked the Facebook page last week, Dennis and Sherry posted all the stuff that came in their basket. So it's a lot of fun. And again, all you have to do is go around the show and shop, and you might be one of those winners. We also want to remind you that those of you coming to the show, that if you go to my booth, which is Just Notions, Best Booth, Fabric Chicks Creative Oasis, and also Adele, Chalk Couture, and Teresa from Big Mat Rotary Cutting Surface. Those 4, just those 4. Remember, 4 only. If you go to those 4 booths and say the 7 secret words, which are, write these down, I get wild with you on Wednesday. If you say that, you're going to get a little gift at each of those booths. Now, Beth and I try to always remind you, those are the only 4 booths that you're going to do that at, because the other vendors are not prepared to have, 50 or 60 people come up to them asking for something for free. We're prepared, they are not. So be sure you only do it at our booths. But what we do want you to do is, when you do see a vendor and you've seen them on the show, and especially if you liked what they showed or demoed and you bought something from them, just let them know. Thank them for coming on the show, because as Beth and I remind you guys, that little 15 minutes that they do, it's a lot of work to prepare for that, especially as with all the shows that are going on right now. It's been really, really chaotic. I do want to remind you guys that we have backed off on the number of studio shows that we're doing, because we've just gotten so busy. We just don't have the extra time to do it every week. So we're really doing it about once a month, plus any live shows that we're at. But to get that schedule, again, all this information is always going to be updated on wildwednesdaylive.com. Our webmaster, Ruthie, does a great job keeping all that information current. So our next in-studio show will be September the 14th. So it'll be a few weeks from now. Now, I do also want to mention, let's see, I had something else here I was going to say. Okay, well, never mind. That train of thought has just totally died of loneliness. So I'm going to move on to the next thing. So at the end of the show, Beth and I are going to talk to you about something fun that we have coming up in October. But first, I kind of want to tell you about today's format. Because there's so much going on right now, I just got back from California yesterday after being gone 2 days. And then Beth is actually at her retreat, her annual retreat in Lake Tahoe right now. And then I'm going to my women's retreat Friday and Saturday. So it's just a really crazy week right before we jump in our vehicles and leave on Tuesday to go to the show. So instead of our normal, where we have 3 vendors come on the show and demo, we thought it would be really fun to take you guys live to Beth's retreat. And not only can you kind of see some of the things that they're doing and working on, but you can actually see face to face some of the people that you see and comment with on the show every week, because a lot of our regulars are there participating in the retreat. So what I'm going to do right now is and by the way, don't worry, we're still going to have a mystery word, secret word. We're still going to have a couple door prizes. We'll talk about that more at the end of the show. Even though we don't have the vendors on today to make those donations, I have a couple of things I've been stashing back for that. So we'll still have some door prizes at the end of the show. So right now I'm going to have Ron bring Beth in so that you guys can see all the hubbub and crazy that's going there in Lake Tahoe. And there she is.
Okay. Thank you, Raylene. It's always exciting to be a guest as opposed to a host. But we got a lot of stuff going on. Here, Chris, you just fan the room. You can see the ladies. They're kind of taking a break and they're watching us. So they're watching us, watch you, watch whatever.
That's great. Well, you know what I'm going to do right now, though? I'm going to go get a cup of coffee while you take it over.
Okay. So we're going to take you on a quick little tour. We've got a lot of projects going on. We're here at the Presbyterian Conference Center, so it's hotel style, and then we have this big sewing room. And all the ladies are pretty much working on something different, although when they see their neighbor working on something, they now have to do that. So we've got some people doing the same things. They're teaching each other. We're always here to help, but this year, because things are just crazy, we decided to do bring your own projects and work on them. So I'm going to show you Ann Lindenmeyer, so you guys know you can put some names to some faces because she watches every week. She's from Cameron Park, California, and she's going to be showing us how to make this super fabulous flex foam little basket. So here's the little basket. It's got some fun trims. She taught Connie how to make this yesterday, and they just whipped it up. Uh-oh, she forgot something. Wait, you want to see an old lady run?
I know you didn't say that. I know you didn't say that. Okay, now I'm ready. Okay, so this is a little basket, a little woven basket that is just way too cute. And what I'm going to be doing is making Christmas baskets. And here's an example of the 2 fabrics that I chose that I'm going to make the basket out of. And then after you weave it, you can put a trim around it, or you can embellish around the basket with little things like this. And this is the template that you will be using. And Beth has this. She can order it for you.
We do have the pattern for sale. So if you're not familiar, we do a live sale on Fabric Chicks Creative Oasis Facebook and YouTube pages every week at 4, except for when we're at shows. So we're definitely consistently inconsistent. But Wednesdays at 4.
Yes. So what you're going to need for this project is 4 back quarters. You're going to need 2 for one side. You're going to need 2 for the other side. And then you're going to need this flex foam to go into the basket. So it's going to be like this. I have the red one done. And the foam is in there. After you do that, you're going to zigzag all the way around. I did mine in gold. And then you're going to intertwine these two, and you're going to come up with this basket. It's just going to be like way too cute. So order from Beth. She can get it for you.
Perfect. Okay. All right. You want to tell us about these fabrics you got selected here?
So I'm getting ready to do another 60-degree ruler project. And I thought these were way too cute because you can use the little boots, which are also in the fabric right here, or you can use a plaid that would be adorable with it too. And then this is with the snowflakes or check. I'm from the South, so I say check it.
Yeah, check it. Okay.
I say check it because I'm from the South.
You say you.
Yeah, whatever. But anyway, isn't that Beth has all of these fabrics, so if you guys want to do something like that, here's the 60-degree that I did. She has all 3 patterns, which are where?
Right here. So anything you guys see, you can always call the shop and order it, or you can leave a message in the comments and we'll go back and watch them.
Okay, here's one of the bouquet with a 60-degree ruler. Here's the one that I have hanging on the wall, 60-degree ruler. Everybody's done this one, and everybody loves them.
They're super easy and quick. You can
Yes.
whip these up in an afternoon, right?
Yes, yes, and then this one's real pretty too.
Can you put it down?
Like here?
Yeah, you can see it better.
Oh, okay. All right, let's lay it out like that. So Beth has these in stock if you guys want to order.
Ann didn't know she was going to become an instantly famous movie star today.
Yes.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, that's what I have to show.
Okay, and then here, Ann is so hooked on the border print. She's got this one in progress. So she's got this lily one already cut out. And then we have here a hummingbird in progress here. So that's the center of it, getting ready to be sewn together. We have a couple more border prints, like this one here is a great Christmas one. And we have a fun panel to go with it. I know we're going fast because we got a lot to show you guys. You can always go back if you want a more detailed tutorial on the basket that Ann just showed. She did do kind of a step-by-step tutorial yesterday on Fabric Chicks Creative Oasis Facebook page. So we've got lots of fun things. Peggy had, oh, here's another fun border print. Look at these witches' feet. The witches' feet. Mary, you already own it. I don't know. And we just whipped up, because everybody's working on different projects, we just whipped up this fun quilt using those border print legs.
That's nice.
So we've been super busy around here, but we do have, I want to show you, except for I buried it now. Raylene just made us our very own one-of-a-kind 60-degree ruler. Beth's Easy Border Fabric Tool, right here, made in the USA by Raylene. Well, actually by Ron. Let's give Ron some credit. It's not all Raylene, it's Ron. Ron, you're welcome. Okay, and then Peggy, do you want to show us what you've been working on? Peggy's been a busy bee. Besides going and doing the Roseville show with us and running our cash register, you guys all saw her there if you were at the Roseville show. At night when you think you're going to be able to go home and relax, I make her keep working. So there is no rest for The wicked, my dad would say.
The weary.
Oh, no rest for the weary.
Right.
I think it's the wicked in Peggy's.
Itself.
Yeah.
I needed the pattern. It was right over there.
Which one? Okay, I'll get that while you show them the embroidery.
Okay, so when we were at the Roseville show, it's like, once we're working during the show all the time, you think you get to go home after the show and rest? Well, that's wrong. You either fold back quarters or back quarter bundles, or she makes you do diamond art. But we were folding this panel, and she had pulled out this panel, and I absolutely fell in love with it. I thought it was the neatest panel ever. And then the reason I wanted it is I wanted to hand embroider it. I know a lot of you guys do machine thread play with this.
Well, and they could third play.
They
Yeah.
could
Yeah.
thread play with it on the machine, but I've hand embroidered this.
Might have to get him super close to see it.
So you can see where I did the stems here. I went around the flower here. I did some of the stems here. And I'm going to, in the flowers here, I'm gonna just do the stems here. And the center here, everybody knows me, I'm either gonna bling it or I'm gonna beat it. So I have to have some kind of pop in there. But this is a very portable project that you can work in the car, work wherever, just if you have a few minutes, just sit and sew, and you don't have to be at the machine. So that was when I was supposed to be resting and having a glass of wine, but it didn't work.
Well, you drank while you were doing it.
No, I didn't drink wine. We drank mango margaritas.
Mango margaritas, pictures of them.
Pictures of them. Best ever. And then I'm teaching this here at the show, which this is the wine table runner. And this pattern is very easy. And Beth is selling the kits for the wine one, but you don't have to do it just in wine. I made a sample of a blue set. So all you need is a dark, medium, and a light. And then you could do this. And today in Fabric Chicks Oasis, Beth did post a picture of this, but it has
A full-size quilt.
full-size quilt with it. You have to look at it. It's absolutely gorgeous. And then I did try to do something on my own for me, and I had made this. It's a hexagon table topper. And what I want to do, and these are all fabrics from Beth, and she is getting this pattern, so this pattern will be available to this. And what I want to do myself, what I'm going to do with this is I'm going to get a harvest or Thanksgiving theme, and I'm going to back them together so that it's a double purpose. Halloween on one side, harvest on the other side, and I'm going to do one for every season, so I have the table toppers, and they're back to back.
And here's your free tip from Peggy, is you can go on Pinterest and download this pattern for free. Okay, we like to every once in a while give you something for free. Not very often though. Hope you were listening and paying attention. Quick, turn it around. Okay, Carolyn Gavernich, go online and you can get it on off of Pinterest.
And on this one too, Beth has the material that we're going to use for the backing on this, and you guys have seen it on our sales before. It's the wine crate material. So that's what I'm going to do the backing on this with.
So on Fabric Chicks Creative Oasis website, we will be, when she quilts this, we will be doing a spontaneous live so you can see free motion quilting. Well, stitch in the ditch, serpentine quilting, whatever it is Peggy does.
Okay, so when I do these at home, I don't quilt. I send out to have people quilt my things. I don't do quilting. Yeah, but on table runners, I will quilt them. And the best thing that ever happened to me was bone ash. So I get the batting, and on one side of the batting, I sprinkle very lightly, and then I iron this on it. And then I turn it over, I sprinkle the other side, and I'm gonna put the wine crate material on the back of that. And because I don't do free motion quilting, what I used to do was do stitch in the ditch, but now I do the serpentine one, which is a swirl all the way down. And it goes very fast, and it's very easy because you don't have to follow any line.
The only reason she does that is because she's probably drinking and she can't sew a straight line.
Well, I thought they were straight lines when I was sewing them, and then, I just created this new thing.
Okay. What's the name of the pattern? She can't read it.
It's called pole, well, it's the twisted pole. This one says pole twist table runner.
You can try to do it again.
Okay, perfect. And so that is pretty much what we have to show you guys. We're gonna do a quick tour around the room so you can kind of see what everybody's working on. I warned them and told them to put lipstick on because they were gonna be movie stars, but nobody listened to me. So we have Mary Beatty here in the flesh. You guys all know Mary. Cindy Gygax. You know, those are our regulars that are on every week, 5 times a week. Even if I go live at midnight, they're on. I don't know. They have nothing else to do, I guess. Okay, so we have over here, we've got the, Peggy's doing the hexagon, one block wonder using a panel in the center. So you need 7 panels to create that.
Miss Peggy.
She's almost done. That's kind of exciting. We've got lots of people doing different UFOs. There's some piecers, some machine embroiderers. We've got a couple doing landscape over here. So in our do your own project retreat, you can do anything your desires, or you can do absolutely nothing at all. We don't really care. So we've got Mom here working on hers. She didn't like my pattern, so she's filling it in. She doesn't realize that really she's going to fill all that in with embellishments, so it doesn't matter. But it gives her something to do. People like to color. Okay.
Where's your crayons?
Yeah. So they're working on this landscape right up here. So we've got 1 billion pine needles being made here.
Oh, look at Mom's. You gotta look at Mom's.
I heard Mom did a really good job on
Mom
her
did
pine
a-
needles.
did
Oh,
a
those look great.
Super good
Ooh,
job.
yes, those are beautiful. Good job. So she's gonna wash away that stabilizer, and then she'll just have pine needles to put onto her
Beautiful
tree.
pineapples.
Pineapples. We know where your green is. And then here's her, this is gonna be her wood trunk, but she's still gonna put fabric magic underneath it, which will shrink it 30% and really give it some good barky look. And Phyllis is getting ready to do a pole twist. This is with the fabric she's chosen. But I think she's going into business mass making bags. She's got like 20 of them there. And here's a Sandra Mullen project that Cindy Gygax made. Not here though, okay? Just a disclaimer, she did not do all of this in the last 2 days. But she's got an eagle. She's been busy the last couple of years. During COVID, she's really hunkered down and gotten productive. Here's her Gracie. Here's her links that we all want to finish. We all have this started, but she's got it finished, not us. But there's her links that she did in a Sophie Standing workshop with us. We do have the Wild Mustang we're doing with Sophie Standing soon. And here she's working on the quail, which you guys have all seen in our booths. If you've seen us at shows, she's working on the quail now. And Miss Connie is doing a quilt for her granddaughter. So she picked her favorite projects, and we put them onto the photos onto fabric, and we're sewing them into a quilt. And she's making billions of yo-yos. So when you don't want to have to think, you can just do mindless yo-yos, or you can do diamond arts. We have lots of that going on here. And then me and Peggy, we're not too productive because we're busy, I don't know, chit-chatting and getting pedicures. And Mary, what are you working on?
I've been making a national parks quilt as a wedding present for my niece. And I've got the main blocks sort of wonky outline with some national park colors. And working on this, and every block is different, and they're postcards, prints of postcards that were actually used in the 60s and 70s.
From Kathy Holden's
From Kathy Holden's line.
Mm-hmm.
And then between that, I've been doing ice dye and
Oh, you pulled yours out, okay.
I pulled mine out.
Is this
my
the one we
This is the
dipped in?
dipping dye.
Because we're cheap and we didn't want to waste any of our dyes, so we cleaned up our messes with the the leftovers we dyed, but that would be a perfect sky. Honestly, that's
Or an
great.
ocean.
Yes,
Because
yeah,
it's darker down here.
yeah.
Do that one.
And
That
then
was-
this
And
one.
then this is the one we did ice dyeing with. Thanks
Right.
to Christy. She did a great class last night.
It's gonna be the back of a wearable art jacket. Oops. Because that line down the middle of the back, right here, it just screams the middle of the back.
Perfect, perfect. Okay, and then we've got Teresa's doing applique sleds for Christmas. Penny's just doing quick, easy piecing, so she doesn't have to think because she gets too sidetracked talking.
That's me.
And Cindy here is making a bazillion bitty boop bop bags. I don't know, whatever they
Photo bag.
bitty bodo.
I'm in a swap, so I had to make enough for Advent Christmas.
Yeah,
Here they are.
bazillions of them.
But they really do go very quickly.
Yeah. We should do a tutorial or something.
We can.
Okay. And then Linda's just busy. She's the quiet one. She just sits over here and just sews. What are you working on now?
I'm making a bunch of bags.
Oh, more bags. The girls love to make bags. And then out here we have set up, so you can see we're on beautiful Lake Tahoe right outside the door. And you can see we've got a whole mess set up of dyeing. Oops, I think I closed the door. So we've got the pans. Christy set it all up for us. So we've got pans and dyes. Look at all this dye in here. We're going to have to do something.
Beth, can you hear me? Hey, Beth, can you hear me? If you can, when you went outside, we're losing you.
Okay. All right, we're done anyways.
Okay, we'll go back inside.
Okay, that was it. That was the tour of the retreat.
Okay, well, Ron's going to bring me back in. So we're
Okay,
both here.
sounds good.
There we go. So, Beth, just because I'm sure there's people that are watching that are curious. So you do this retreat every year, correct?
We do.
And you're in Lake Tahoe
Yes.
and you have a lot of fun, clearly.
Yes.
So if they want to do it next year, when do you usually announce it?
We'll get our confirmation hopefully for our dates for next year when we leave here this week. So we'll have it next week.
So they can start saving all their loose change and cut back on the Starbucks. Okay. Are you not by your mic?
Yes. Is your
Hand covering it?
Okay, sorry.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, that's much better.
Sorry. Christy volunteered to film, but we didn't bring a tripod, and it's her first time filming us.
Oh,
Well,
she's
maybe-
doing a great job. She's doing awesome.
Yeah.
So before we talk about our upcoming event, let me see if there's anything we need to go over again. Okay, let me just remind you guys again that check this weekend on wildwednesdaylive.com. If you're going to Scottsdale, if you want to pre-print your game card, we should have it up by then. If not, you can grab one from Beth or I at the show.
And they can pre your ticket for the show.
Yes, go to quiltcraftso.com. Not only can you pre-buy your tickets on that website, but you can go ahead and print the program for the show. It'll tell you the make and takes that are happening. It'll tell you the free classes, which mine is every day at 12 o'clock. So you can come see my free class. But there's the classes that they give at these shows that you're getting for free. If you went and took these classes, most places, it's going to cost you probably $30 to $50. So it's a good opportunity to get a lot out of your day.
Well, and then you can kind of plan where you want to be when. So pre-print it for sure. But make sure
Yes.
that you take time to do the make and takes, because that's an individualized class that you're getting with those vendors. And you can try, it's basically like you can try the product before you buy it.
Exactly. And they just charge you a few dollars just to cover the supplies. You sit right down in their booth, and everybody always has a great time with that.
And you walk away with something finished.
Yeah, you get some finished projects. And then, of course, they don't want to forget to come and see us with the 7 words. As Beth always tells you, write them on your hand.
Yeah, because if you come in and you don't say the right 7 words, I am not giving you the freebie.
I'm wild about Wednesday.
No, that's not it at all.
Oh,
I'm wild about these 4 words. You want.
So again, guys, it's I Get Wild with you on Wednesday.
Yes.
And if any of you, yes, if you bought one of our Wild Wednesday Live pink t-shirts, if you wear that, you don't have to remember the phrase. And I do still have a few shirts left, limited sizes that I will bring to Scottsdale. They will not be out in my booth anywhere. You'll need to ask us about it. But I'm not even sure what sizes are left because they're still in the van. But we do still have some. So do we want to tell them anything else?
I think that we have something up our sleeves. But it's so far up our sleeves, we're not even sure if we can find it.
Exactly. Well, we told you guys a couple of months ago, and I'm sorry, I'm getting a horrible echo on my headset, on my earpods here. But we told you a couple months ago that we were going to kind of revamp Wild Wednesday Live because with the live shows up and running nonstop, it's just been more work than we can handle to do these weekly shows. But we still want to stay connected with you guys. So we're going to look at doing some different things, starting with this coming October, and we don't have the date yet. We will after next week. But we are going to be doing a Wild Wednesday Live Zoom round robin. And what will happen is it's about a 2.5-hour event. And we're going to have 4 different teachers, and you'll spend 30 minutes with each teacher. You're going to learn a little craft that would be suitable for Christmas, whether it be an ornament or a gift or something. And you'll get a kit, so you don't even have to go get stuff. All you'll need is your basic sewing kit. And we're only going to take 20 people. So once we announce it, and we'll announce it on our Facebook page, and if we have the date, as soon as we have the date, we'll go live and tell you. But we're only going to take 20 people. And we're doing that because we want to make sure that we have plenty of time with each person in each session. The cost is going to be $85, and that's going to cover your kits, the shipping to get the kits to you, and a little bit for the teachers who are giving up almost 3 hours of their day. So it should be a lot of fun. We'll have some door prizes as well. So just stay tuned. Yeah, I know. I can't help it.
Oh my
Well, I'm trying to get out of business, so I'm trying to give it all away.
Yeah, well, that's one way to do it. That's one way to do it.
But yeah, as soon as we have more details, we'll let you know. And it'll be posted on our website and on our Facebook page. But again, we should have the date tied down after next week's show.
For sure. We'll work out all the details when we're in Scottsdale because we'll have so much time.
Oh, yeah. I hope not. Okay, guys. So you've been waiting for the secret word. So for those of you that may be new with us, as soon as I give you the secret word, all you have to do is type it into the comments one time.
You know my ladies that are used to watching because they got their phones out and they're like they're waiting to put the word in.
Oh, look at them. They're ready. So you're going to put in that secret word. Then after the show, I'm going to put all those names on a wheel, and we're going to pick. I either have 2 or 3 prizes. Let's just call it 3. Then check back to our Facebook page, this Facebook page, and probably in about an hour, and I'll announce who the winners were. So are you ready?
We're ready.
Today's secret word, because there's so much of it going on, is retreat. Now remember, you only have to type it in one time.
If you type it in twice, you get disqualified. Oh, good job, Penny. We're proud of you. This is Penny's first time finding us.
It is.
Yeah.
Oh, she had to go to the retreat to find us? Oh my gosh.
Since 2008, she just now found Wild Wednesday, only because I forced her to and I looked it up on her phone for her.
Well, then that made the whole retreat worth it.
Yes. Look at, they're all, half of those names are sitting in this room right now. Oh, goodness.
Oh my goodness.
And those who weren't watching, Raylene, because they were busy sewing, are now logging on so they can put in the secret word. Connie, I saw you. You just logged in.
Oh my gosh. Well, I was having trouble earlier getting the comments on my phone while we were doing this, so I didn't get to say hi to a lot of people, but I do see Jenny on there, Jenny Duarte. It was so nice to meet you face to face at the last show. One of our diehard originals.
Yes. You know what? It was fun. It's always fun for me to put names to faces or faces to names, whichever.
Well, Adele just posted, I get wild with you on Wednesday. She better.
Tell her to tell me that on next Wednesday when we're dripping sweat trying to set up our booth. I'll tell her how wild we get. I love that.
Well, I think Adele needs to not get so wild.
I'm gonna be there. I want to do those class things you just said.
Brenda, if you put your comment on YouTube, it will still work. Raylene knows how to check both. She's smarter than me.
No, actually, Ron is the smarts. Well, I think that's it, Beth. And like I said, guys, it's a little shorter show today. It was a little different than normal, but it was a lot of fun for me. So I hope you guys all enjoyed it too.
All right. Well, and what, Raylene, did you tell them that we'll see them live from the show floor for behind the scenes in Scottsdale next Wednesday?
I forgot.
Okay. Well, I just told you guys, so hope you were listening.
Yeah. So again, remember on Wednesday at 3:00 Arizona time, we will give you a behind the scenes peek of setup day. And then on Thursday and Friday, also 3:00 Arizona time, we will interview some of the vendors who are at the show. And we usually try to pick vendors that you haven't seen before, so you can see some new things. So set your reminders.
Perfect. And poor Adele. Adele, we just posted no pallet jacks around next week.
None.
Tripped on the pallet jack. They just leave stuff willy-nilly. It's like we're taking our lives into our hands when we set up a show for you girls.
Absolutely. And, she got a little too wild.
Yes. All right. We have, Raylene.
Okay, well, that's all I've got too. So you guys enjoy the rest of the retreat. And everybody else, we will see you next week.
Raylene,
What?
I wanted to tell you thank you. The ladies loved all of the gifts that you donated for the retreat.
Oh, they're welcome.
I loved them.
Oh, great. I'm glad to hear that.
That was awesome.
Perfect. All right. Thank you. We'll see you later.
All right. Bye, everybody.